Hey y'all. Hi guys. Welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm just waiting for our guests to join us. We're talking contraceptives and contraception. Hi, officially Boliuma. Hi. The Clip 123, Bella BB1, Ox Kelly Chiahotu, and other. Yeah, okay. City Monster, what's up? Yeah, wait. Hey, boo. The Clint 123. Oh, thank you so much. God bless. So guys, before our guest comes, we are talking about contraception, and we have a guest from Hasty Health, and we're also doing 2 giveaways today. We're giving away tickets to Africa Next is happening at Landmark, and those tickets that we're giving away, each one is worth $40. So yeah, I'm going to say, hey, what's up? Hi, Samuel Adole1, officially Volume. Oh, thank you so much. God bless. I just did them. Yeah, where it is. I'm calling your name, but you know you are my before. It's some new people. I have to hear them well. Hi. Hey, legendary A.T. How are you? So I'm just waiting for our guests to. We have them. We have our guests in here. So we have hi. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening.
Hi. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Great.
Guys, so guys, if you guys can hear properly, just give us thumbs up or give us likes or whatever, so that we just know that stuff is we're flowing. Oh, thank you guys so much. I try to bring smiles to your faces. I try to bring smiles to my own face. You guys bring smiles to my faces, so of course I'm going to return the favor. We have a rep from Hasty Health here. I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell us what she does and what this live session is about. I had mentioned it in my video talking about it's about contraception and contraceptives. And in this our culture, we don't talk about everything. Some things we cover, right? But we're going to open it up today. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. So please introduce yourself to everybody so that they know who you are.
All right, good evening, everyone. So my name is Kemi-ing, and I work at AC Health Initiative. I'm the project lead on all projects on adolescent, youth, and sexual reproductive health. So of course, at first when people hear sexual reproductive health, they're like, that sexual alone is, people shy away from it. So yes,
Yeah.
we're here to talk about contraception. So, just like Chioma said, it's just not in our culture. We don't want to talk about sex. We don't want to talk about contraceptives. But we're here today so that we can throw more light into that. We want to increase the awareness. We want young people, especially young people, we want them to be more aware of their sexual health and rights. So that's it.
Okay, and I'm glad because we were talking when we had our little meeting. We were talking about how there was a young lady who police stopped her because they found the condoms or whatever in her bag, and
she went to buy contraception. Yeah,
and they literally was about to give her problems. Hey everybody, hey. And like thinking about that, like first of all, what is their business? Second of all, shouldn't they even be hailing her that she's even thinking contraceptives? You know what I mean? Well, I wanted you to shed more light talking about contraception and contraceptives, and why is it necessary to have that conversation now, especially in this space where we see that children are wealth, children are blessings, as we say, right? So some people are having a lot of children. But why the need to talk contraception and contraceptives? Why is it important now? Why do you think?
Okay, thank you. So first of all, let me say, well, I'm sorry and I'm not sorry to say, but if you open social media today, you see a lot of sexually provocating content that promotes sex, content that encourages people to have sex, content that increases, so to say, people's sexual urges. But then we don't have adequate amount of information on how to protect themselves. even if they choose to have sex, or even if they choose to commit that act. Because of, and I would like to say it's because of the information we got from our parents, let me put it that way, from the generation before us. So there's been a lot of myths. They've given us so many, in fact, to the extent that some people, when you were small, told them, if a boy touches you, get pregnant.
I think all of us. I think all of us were told that. I think all of us were told that. All of us were told that.
So
no, I don't think a lot of us. Sorry to cut you. I don't think a lot of us got that lecture about sex and relationship with the opposite sex. I don't think a lot of us got a proper discussion, as the Americans call it, the birds and the bees. We didn't get that talk. They just told us, stay away from sex. I didn't, your parents will tell you, I didn't look at man until after my master's. Exactly, nobody said so. If man touch you belly straight, you get pregnant. So that's what we're told, right? So, but I think because we're in the world is going in a different direction now, at least for the past couple of years. So please tell us about this. Why is it important to even Hasty Health as an organization that we have to bring awareness to this day? So please tell us that.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so like I said before, we've been past so many sort of negative attitude and negative comments has been passed down to us from our parents and from the generation before us. And so AC Health Initiative, we are a non-government organization, and our focus is to just make better the life of children, of women in underserved population. And when we say underserved population, let me bring to you that adolescents and young people sort of were neglected. Adolescents, to be precise, those in secondary school, people believe, they don't even, why do you want to know anything about sex, So it's important to us to pass on the right. Also, let me go back now. If you look at the statistics, as far as in Nigeria, more than 40% of our population is made up of young people. And then we already know what the economy looks like, yet we have to get pregnant. And of course, people, they're pregnant and then they have to drop out of school. And then there's this saying that if a girl child is not trained, or if a girl child does not have access to education, a whole lot of generations after that have lost it. So we're going way back. Let's train that girl. Let that girl have access to adequate quality information, not biased information, not wrong information. You'll be surprised. Okay, let me give you an example. I went to a tertiary institution, and you'll be surprised at the comments that young people, tertiary institution students, most of them don't know anything about all this. And then, trust me, they're having sex, aren't they?
So they are. They are.
They have, but then they've learned a whole lot of other diluted, wrong information, how to protect themselves, so to say, of mixing a whole lot of concussions at the end of the day, harms them or brings, let me give a good example. Everyone knows about Postinol.
Please, what is Postinol? What is that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't, okay. I sound like a 2-year-old, right? But I'm like, I hear about it, but I'm like, what is it? I don't know what it is. Like, I've heard about it, but like,
Okay, so Postinol and other types of it, they are emergency contraception pills. They're emergency contraception for rape. So usually when a child has been raped, or when a girl has been raped, they have this emergency contraception that if they're able to get to the hospital within 24 hours thereabouts, then the pregnancy might not happen. So this has been abused. This has been turned into daily, usage for one night stand and all that. Uses this week, uses it the next. Meanwhile, they do not even know the effect it has on them. At the end of the day, in future, then, they begin to record all sorts of health complications. But they didn't know that using those emergency contraception pills routinely poses a whole lot of damage to them. So why not just take up a plan? We know condoms are, majorly males, they associate condoms to male. But there are other plans for ladies, in fact, there are pills that you can take daily. It's as little as this. You just swallow even without water, and then you're fine. But people do not want to hear about that because they've gotten a whole lot of information that if you use contraception, you will not be able to have children in the future, you have infertility, a whole lot of them. So we're trying to change these narratives, put out all these myths that are not true, because really they are not true. And then you'll be surprised that all this information travel faster than even the right one. So we're trying to change that, increase people's awareness about their sexual health and rights, and then pass out right information.
Okay, so it's literally, Haiti Health is more concerned with letting people know about their rights, their sexual rights, right? I don't want to say wrong. Sexual rights.
And also let them know where they can access quality. See, this conversation is not a 45 minutes conversation, trust me.
I know.
Yeah, because there are also other reasons why young people don't want to access contraception. One of the reasons is when they get to the primary health centers or when they get to the health facilities, the nurses are like, how old are you?
Right. That's a whole other situation by itself.
Exactly. Does your mom know you're here? Should you even be having sex? You know, so these are the questions that they are asked, and then they just say, okay.
They just eye you. Or the devil that they just eye you. Like, that is their question. With their eyes, they're giving you up and down like this one. And you know what? They're judging you already in their minds.
Yeah. So they're just like, okay, instead of being judged, instead of getting all this, I'll better just go to, you know. So that's it. That's why what we're trying to change. Let them know that you actually have a right to all these services.
Okay, so guys, I hope you guys are listening. Because you know we're talking about this and saying how, because of the fact that a lot of times it is important things that exactly somebody was just saying, or Boo Mary said that they'll look at you and say spoiled child. They'll be saying this girl is very spoiled. Maybe they'll use it for discussion among their nurses when they're having lunch or in their lunchroom. That kind of thing. And you know, because I guess the truth is we do perish for lack of knowledge, because like someone just said, you know, why take 30 tablets when you can take one? You know what I mean? That's why when you can take one tablet every day, that prevents the possibility of you either having an unwanted pregnancy or that kind of thing. But you know, because I also wanted to, I guess maybe you help us shed some light on, because I think this has a lot to do with our religion and our religious thought processes in this country, especially. So can you talk about that? Because I'm sure you probably experienced either talking to people about it and why they won't do it because so and so. So can you please talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah. So yes. So there are major, like a lot of barriers to this. Religion is also one of them. In fact, it's one of the major barriers. Now we have. I'm sorry to say now, but let me pick an example. Catholics, for example, do not believe that you should use a contraception. It's their beliefs. I'm not against that, you know.
Right.
And then so many other, because of our, you know, grounded, I'm a Christian, you know, you should not. Yes, of course, I agree. Don't have sex before marriage. But then I'm talking to the parents now. Do you know, can you control, you know, you can only say, you only have control over what you can say.
Right.
Understand? So why not just give them all the adequate information, give them your own moral, you know, and then let them be equipped with all the necessary information they have to make informed decision. Because there's been a research that that was conducted in other sub-Saharan African countries, because this problem is not only in Nigeria. Actually, it's not only in Nigeria. It's in other countries. It's not only in Nigeria. So there has been studies that showed that, you know, long-time studies that were carried over time that show that young people that had access to quality sexual and reproductive health information are able to, they are better protected from STIs, HIVs. That's another story again. You know, they are better protected.
We're coming to that. Yeah, we're coming to that.
They are better protected from STIs. So the issues that has to do with not getting adequate information as STIs, which are HIV and likes a lot of them, unsafe abortion, unsafe abortion, you know, dropping out of school, so many other complications that could have happened. So yeah.
Wow. So now this contraception and Okay, now that we know that. What do you tell? Because whether we like it or not, our young people are going to do what they want to do. Our young
Yes.
people who come from either staunch Catholic background, it could be staunch Muslim background. I don't know what Islam's policy is on contraception and if it's allowed or not. I don't know. So I can't speak for Islam. But I do know that even just as a whole, even just as somebody who has grown up in an Igbo household, and how you know there are certain things you don't mention or you don't talk about, you keep quiet,
Yes.
just know, Sha, that don't, maybe like I was telling someone, I said I never had a discussion about the birds and the bees with my mother, but what my dad used to say, my late father used to say, is he didn't look at woman until after he finished his master. Of course, my mom, she's like looking at him like, right. Oh, Diego, now so. So we do all of these things. The situation now is, why is contraception such a weird word? Why is it such a weird concept? Why is it such a strange phenomenon? Why is family planning? Family planning, even that, family planning, because we forget about family planning, and I don't know whether it's because we think, why has it become a bad thing to actually have the concept of family planning in your head? Why is it such a bad thing? And so tell us how that ties in even with contraception as well.
Okay, so now there's contraception, there's family planning.
Okay.
Both of them most times are used interchangeably, but so family planning is for couples, or rather for people who are ready to begin a family and they want to plan their family. And you say, okay, I've had one, I want to wait for maybe 5 years before I have the other one. Contraception is the method. Contraceptives are the commodities. They are the things, either implants or the IUCs or the pills. So let me make that clear. So from our research, we found out that older ones, or better still, people believe that when you begin to start a conversation about contraception, you are putting that idea in people's mind that, oh yeah, so you can continue to have sex and then you protect yourself. That is, it encourages promiscuity. That's actually people's belief, that when you talk about contraception, you are encouraging people to have sex, you're encouraging promiscuity. So that's why, firstly, people don't. As a matter of fact, in secondary school, we're supposed to have FLHE, yes, family life, studies, But then, trust me,
it should be
I'm
a
sure
class in school. It should be.
They can't talk about it, because then that means when they're talking about it also, they think they are encouraging those children to have sex. So that's the mindset that people have, that even you talking about it is you encouraging them to have sex and encouraging them to protect themselves when they have sex,
So Ngozi Azi just said that I'm a Nigerian parent of 4 girls. I told my 2 grown girls at an early age, don't have sex till you're married, but if you're going to have sex before marriage, please use protection. I guess that's the gist. Everybody. Okay, somebody just said having sex is a sin. No.
Oh yeah, okay, did you hear that? Okay, so like I said, different people have their own beliefs and their values, which we respect. We totally respect that. That's your own belief. It's your choice on how to raise your children. It's a choice on how to raise your words, But then my point is still that let them have adequate information. Ignorance,
Yeah, it's not bliss in this. It's not bliss in this situation.
It's not allowed. Ignorance is not allowed. Okay, for example, I have a very perfect example. A while back, we had increased cases of, pedophiles, children being, children being molested and all that. And then for a while, we had a lot of primary school students saying, if you touch my private part, I will tell. They started singing this song. Yes, it's everywhere now. Children, they taught them in as little as primary schools, as little as 3, 4, 5 years old. Not telling them at that point, this is your private part. Nobody should. So that's it. That's just basic information. Let them know. So, of course, you can filter the information, but not what we were told. If a boy touches you, you will get pregnant, you know. If
Yeah.
you surprised, you know, I heard these stories and then I wonder that what were our parents thinking when they were telling us all these stories and all these myths, you
Oh,
know? Yeah, right.
somebody just said she's on family planning herself. Oh, wow.
I'm on family planning myself,
Officially,
you
but
know.
I'm on family planning myself. So she said, okay. So
Please, you know,
people talk about it. Hey, Prince, people talk about these things. Some people don't see it as something that's out of, that's out of the ordinary,
yeah,
right?
out of
But I
ordinary,
guess
yes.
some of us are still not, some of us in this space are still, don't say such a thing. It should be in the bedroom. It's a bedroom discussion. It's not for outside. But I guess Casey Health has been doing a lot with even there's you is it you
Just amplify, yeah.
you amplify, right? So you're getting young people to talk to each other
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it and letting them know that your body, you have a right over your body,
yes,
and I guess you can do with it as you want. We just
yes,
encourage that you are careful with what you are doing.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah, yeah.
Go
Let me
ahead, go
quickly
ahead.
talk
I'm sorry,
about
go
it.
ahead.
So for the Youth Amplify project, we worked in 5 southwestern states. That was in Lagos, Osun, Oyo, Ondo, and Ekiti states, and we trained 500 students to be sexual and reproductive health champions.
Hmm.
So, and then what we wanted to do again was to use social media. You know, social media now is like go-to for everyone. Even for
Right.
me, I remember the last time I picked up a newspaper, you know, but then you can get a whole lot of information on social media. And then we train these young people to be champions in their institutions, you know, tell other people about this thing. And when we now conducted a research, we conducted an evaluation, and we found out that up to 70%, more than 70% of young people do not even know that there's anything like their sexual health rights.
Hmm.
They don't know. Which, you know, which explains the student that was, you know, arrested for program. I'm sure, I'm very sure, I'm 100% sure she didn't even know that if she knew, she would have taken action, you know. She
Hmm.
didn't know that she had the right to choose who to have to have sex, or, you know, choose who to have sex with, choose whether or not to have a child. You know, there are a whole lot of these rights under sexual and reproductive health and rights, a whole lot of them. Choose whether to have a child or not, choose who has access to your body, you know, a whole lot of them. Young people need to know that these rights are for them, and it's actually backed by laws, you know, it's backed by policies. But then, this is another story again when we begin to talk about the policies, because
Hmm.
they are not being implemented. They are not being
So, but
implemented. There's no,
whose fault is that though? That they're not being employed? Is it not our responsibility to hear the word and use it? Is it not our responsibility to hear the word and spread it? Is it not our responsibility? Because I mean, people can instill policies as long as they want to, but if you who the policy is supposed to be made for, you know what the policy is and you don't use it or you don't exercise it. But then again,
we
we're
don't
also
know.
we're also in a place where, like we just have with this young lady, you have a right to go and buy a condom if you know that you are having sex. It could be somebody that you might even plan to marry, but you just don't want to have any children. So and then you're being reprimanded or you're being cautioned or you're being abused or whatever because you've taken your own right over your body. And I choose to go buy a condom. Would they have rather she came out tomorrow and said they'll still talk about her that she was pregnant out of wedlock or whatever as they usually do. So
Yeah,
I'm just saying that even when the policies are made, the place where the policy is being made does not even allow you to exercise your rights.
exactly what I was going to say.
And
So, yeah,
yeah,
so
that's what I
these
wanted to
policies,
touch on that a bit.
yeah, these policies are there, quite all right. As a matter of fact, the health workers in the facility know about these policies. A whole lot of them, even policies for adolescents too. You know, a whole lot of them, they know about it. But then, do you know where we go back to again? Our is our culture again. We go back there. So over a couple of, like, in the past 12 months now, in the 5 states we've been working with, we've been interacting with these officers. And they are saying, oh yes, I understand that there's a policy that allows these young people to have access to these services. But imagine she's my child, you know? You know, I have a child of this age, but then they are forgetting their, should I say their host, or they are forgetting that they are supposed to render these services to them, it is there. It's for them, actually. Because at the end of the day, if they don't have access to these services, they will go elsewhere and they would injure themselves. Let me put it that way.
Right.
They would go and use other methods that at the end of the day will have long-term effects on their health. So why not just save that right now? Save that at this moment. Even if you're just giving them counsel. So the thing is that before you render the services, you're supposed to provide counseling, adequate counseling. Now, I use myself as an example. After I had my first child, I decided, oh, okay, I wanted to do a contraception. I want to wait for a while. You have the other child. And then the health worker just goes, okay, why? Is your husband saying you should not have another child now? Why don't you just have then she begins, So this is what I'm saying. I am married.
What's your business? What is our business, first of all?
Okay, so imagine that being an adolescent or being a young person. Because I knew my rights and I knew that whatever you say, I will still access it, But then you are telling me all this. What of someone who doesn't even know anything at all about it? So that's what we're saying. The policies are, but then there's no measure to implement. There's no measure to follow up with the people who are even supposed to. So let's start with our young people. Let's start with us, the beneficiaries. As long as we know, if we are aware that these services are available to us, that we have our rights, that's the starting point. And then, so like I said, social media, I digress from the Youth Amplify. We found out that through social media, people gained more access. So we're trying to cut out, we can't cut them out completely. So we're trying to, little by little, take out some of these barriers that hinder young people from accessing this service, which is like this judgmental look, the bias from the health workers, the abuses, and then, so we can't make things going digital right now. If anything, COVID-19 has taught us that, people can have access. You can actually do literally anything online, except, people had marriages online. What are we saying? People got married online. People attended wedding events online.
And everything, yeah.
So, in Lagos states, during COVID-19, for you to know how important this is, how important people must know about their rights, and how important you can't stop them from having these services, from accessing these services. During COVID-19 lockdown, there was an increased, up to 30% increased cases of course, we all know about that, gender-based violence, sexual assault, sexual violence. There was increased cases of course, unplanned pregnancies, because the health facilities were locked. People couldn't have access to, people on a normal day who would have had access to these services couldn't have access to these services. So, they had to bear that and then go on with the pregnancy. So I'm saying, we can't even overemphasize the importance of having access to these services and then accurate information.
Good. Now let's go to family planning.
Yeah.
Because we talked about contraception for our young children. Now, family planning for people who are actually trying to have families and expand their families or not. Where how, first of all, does Haiti Health provide that service? Do they give directives as to where to go to get that kind of advice? So just tell us about that a little bit.
Okay, yes. So what we do is we do a whole lot of advocacy. We want people to be more aware. So what we do is that we provide them with where to access these services, where to access youth-friendly services. Okay. Youth-friendly, when I mean youth-friendly services, that is services that fit, our profile, that where you won't be judged and all that.
Right.
So we also have a WhatsApp line, actually, where you can chat. You can actually have a chat,
Oh. Okay.
Yes, we have a WhatsApp line for that, specifically for that. And then we have a website also, which is www.tombe.org. I don't know if I'm able to have that. Yes,
Can we put it up and maybe pin it or something? If you can put it up there and pin it.
I'll just type it, .org. Yeah, I just did that now.
And, so do you have the WhatsApp number as well? You can put it up there if you want as well.
All right.
Tombe.org.
Yes, Tombe.org. So across the states where we implemented this project, we just let them have access to directories. And then, that's what we do. Let me put it that way. That's what we do. We just
Okay.
want to, want people to have access to this information. We are open to people come to us and say, okay, so this happened, this young person wanted to have access to this service, and then that happened. And then we say, okay, no
Mhm.
problem. Where are you trying to access the service? We connect them to where they can access the service without judgment,
Mhm.
free. We've even trained, we'll continue to do that. And I'm sure the state governments to do that. We'll continue to train our health workers. We'll continue to train them, let them know that, see, this, you are there for them, actually. You are there for them. So please let them have access to these services, because if they don't, they will go elsewhere.
Nice. So, guys, I hope you guys are listening. Contraception is not a foreign word. It's not a bad word. It's not a taboo. I think the issue of sex and the discussion of sex should become, because of how rampant it is, should become commonplace. I think in every household. I think parents should talk to their children. You friends should talk to each other about it. And then now you have seen we have Hasty Health here, a place you can go. Everybody, I pinned the website www.tombe.org. You can
Yeah.
go there. It has resources for you, tell you where to go. There's a
I
WhatsApp
just,
number, so you
yeah, I
can
just posted
call.
that. I posted the WhatsApp.
Yeah. So I pinned it on my comment section. I pinned it, so it's going to stay pinned. So if you need it, please, guys, check it out. And go there if you need help. Now, I wanted us to, because what we talked about, that we were giving away
Yes.
2 tickets to Africa Next. Can you talk about Africa Next? And because people probably don't know the importance of what we're giving them when we're giving 2 tickets away. So can you talk about Africa Next as a whole? And it's social media week that's coming up, so there's going to be panels and things like that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the place to want to be, right?
Yeah.
So can you
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit before and then talk about the giveaways? Because we're going to ask some questions on here, and Hasty Health is going to pick 2 winners and who are going to get 2 tickets.
Yeah.
So tell us
So
about Africa Next.
Africa Next is is a big platform. Let me just start that way. It's a
I know that
massive
much.
of
Yes.
of like-minded people. So for those who are familiar with it, it's called, maybe you're familiar with it, it's called Social Media Week.
Yes.
And then it's just a community where you get to, in fact, if you initially have little or no information about some subject matter, just go to the Social Media Week, and then you have access to all of the information you need. So will be present at the Social Media Week or Africa Next event on the 2nd of March, which is when our session will be airing from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So we've decided, to give out 2 tickets. And let me tell you, the tickets go for $30, So we want 1 or 2 people. Yeah, we want 2 people.
$40 though. When I asked, that was $40.
So we want 2 people, to benefit from this. Come and learn. Come and network, if nothing else. Come and network. Come and learn. Come and, come and interact with other people, and then we'll take it from there.
So, how would you? I think since you are from HCL, I wanted to just say, how would you want to pick the winners now? Because now, what I want to do, I was going to ask some. If you can ask questions. Yeah, I'm going to let you ask questions. You can ask questions for the first ticket and ask another question for the second ticket, and or we can do fastest fingers, where people can go to your page, send you a DM real quick with their name and information, and tell them that they came from the live session or whatever. So
Okay.
how do you want to do it? Do you want to pick the winners here? Do you want to ask the questions and we can pick them here and have them just send you a DM real quick?
Okay, let me make it a little bit more juicy. So I learned it's $40. It's actually, yeah, it is. Okay, so how do we go about it?
You can ask questions. We've talked about a lot of things that you can ask questions.
We have questions. So I'm going to ask the questions here. And then, let's go fastest fingers first.
Okay.
You, of course, must be following AC Health, and then you must be following Chigul. Yeah?
Okay. So
all right.
Let me take to them. Guys, we're about to give away 2 tickets to Africa Next Social Media Week. It's the 1 hour, and I'm going to be moderating the panel. So look, you don't want to miss it. So we're giving away 2 tickets. Each of these tickets is worth $40. Now, what we're going to do right now, we're picking random winners. Oh, Hasty Health is picking on me. Hasty Health is going to pick 2 winners. So you have to be following them. You must be following them. You must be following Hasty Health. She's going to ask questions for the first one. So I think Hasty Health, if you can help us. So I think somebody needs to just watch the comment section. So when the answer comes up in the comment section, the first time you see it, that's the winner. Because they'll be answering back to back. Somebody said, can I answer from USA? How will you get here and be at next now? How will you be at the next? This for Lagos inhabitants, citizens of Lagos, please, who are living here. If you're in the abroad, you can just peruse and clap your hand for the person. Don't, because if you win ticket, it's a waste. So don't do that to yourself. I suggest you just watch. USA you cannot win. Sorry.
USA.
So sorry. You cannot.
USA. Sorry.
Sorry. So sorry.
Okay.
So go ahead. So you can ask the questions. First one.
To make the chances, let's do. I'll ask 2 questions. So the first 2 people, should we make it that way?
Yeah, we can. You can do the first question first. We'll pick a winner, and second question we'll pick a second winner.
Okay. So the first question is, what are the 2 permanent methods of contraception? The 2 permanent methods of contraception. No, they are permanent methods that once you do it, that's it. That means you're not ready to have children again. So what are the 2 permanent methods?
2 permanent methods of contraception. People, let's know the girl school here now. Let's know who was listening to us as we're talking. 2 permanent methods. Huh? Have you seen the answer yet?
No.
Somebody's thinking. Catherine is thinking. Catherine, you cannot answer. You are out of this.
Oh no, wrong. Mommy Nini is wrong. No, wrong. Okay. No, I need the Ogumeri. Let's see. Okay, Ogumeri, Diana Childs. Ogumeri, Diana Childs. Yeah, is it Diana Childs?
Are those the 2 people?
Ogumeri, Diana Childs.
Ogumeri and Diana Childs. So Ogumeri and Diana Childs, you need to go now to the Hasty Health page now. DM them now and say, it's me. Invite your answer there, Seth, and say it's me from the live session. Because we are very innovative in this country. Somebody will now collect your name and go and write something and put your name there. Then you will give it to the wrong winner. It's happened to me many times.
No, Ogumeri is in the USA. Really?
Ogumeri, you cannot answer.
Really?
Ogumeri says give someone else. Okay, so we have 1 winner from that question. Now we're going to ask another question.
Yeah, yeah. So one more person for that.
So Diana Childs, go to their DM of Hasty Health and register your name inside their DM. Nah. Diana Childs. Okay. So we're going to ask another question for 1 more ticket. This is our last ticket we're giving away.
Yeah.
Are we ready? Guys, ready? Are we ready? If you know the answer, type it in the comment section, fastest fingers, and then you go straight to Hasty Health. You have to be following Hasty Health and me, of course. Well, you should be following me anyway.
Yeah, you should. Okay, so next, please. Question 2. Please listen carefully. Name 3 methods of long-lasting contraception. Take notes. 3 long-lasting contraception methods. 3 long-lasting. Yes, long-lasting. 5 years and above. That can last up to 5 years and above. I'm waiting. They had a chance to live in the UK. Seriously, really? Really?
Why are these foreigners entering our competition, please? Why are these foreigners doing this thing? Why? Oh, wait. Have you seen any answers?
No, I haven't. No, ligation's wrong. Okay, implants, condom, and injection wrong. Condom is not long lasting.
No, it's not.
Condom
It's
is
not.
for the
No.
moment. IUD, coil, and injection. I got that. Savvy minds, yeah. Savvy minds, savvy minds, savvy minds, savvy minds got that. Savvy
Savvy,
minds got it first. Savvy
savvy
minds,
minds. Okay, so
yes.
savvy minds.
Savvy minds,
Savvy
yes.
minds, go to the web, go to their DM now. DM
Yes.
HC Health now. So did we say the child, the other lady is in the UK?
She's in the UK, yes.
Okay, she's foreigner. The question
Oh,
foreigner. Okay, so we get to ask another question and somebody else gets to answer that then. So, guys, so now we have our first winner, Savvy Minds. We have Savvy
okay.
Minds as our first winner.
Yes. Let me give another question. Should we? Are you ready?
Yes. I just pinned Savvy Minds now. That was our first winner, so that HCL, you can see that as well. See them, see their handle. So when they report to you or your DM, you will know. So the next question, our final question for our final giveaway.
Oh yeah, her final question. Let's see. This has to be difficult, really. Okay, yes, I have a question. Give me a type of contraception. Now, not type. Oh, no, not type. Give me a name of a contraception. Name. So there are different names. A name of an implant. Give me a name. Arm implant. Give me a name. Arm implant is a type of contraception, and there are different types. So give me a name of one of them.
A name of a arm implant.
Yeah. Diana Charles knows the answer. No, don't say it. No.
Diana Charles, don't say it.
No.
Diana Charles, don't you say it. I will beat you, Diana Charles. I will beat you. Don't say it. I'll play with her now. Don't say it. Diana Charles, come and be going.
Oh, okay. Someone said Nexiplanon, but it has gone. Oh, I missed that.
Wait. Was it Sherry Onyx?
No. Before her. Someone said that before her.
Really?
Yeah.
Wura, is it Wura Ire? Is it Wura Ire _01? But I saw that Nexiplanon. Wura _Ire _01.
No, it came before that. It came way before that. It wasn't Open Mary. Someone said it before Sherry. No, someone said it before Sherry Onyx. Someone said it before her.
Yeah, I'm seeing a name, Wura _Ire _01, who said Nexiplanon.
Another question. This is the final one.
Question. This is the final question.
We'll be watching. What's the mode of what's the word now? What's the mode of administration of an IUD? Mode of administration of IUD. Mode of administration
of an IUD.
Mode of administration of IUD. How is IUD administered? We're watching. Yeah, that's the full meaning. The full meaning is intrauterine. What's the mode of administration? Yeah, vagina. Mura got it. Vagina.
Who got it?
Yeah, so Mura got it. Yeah, Mura got that.
Mura got it.
IUD, the vagina. Yes, thank you. We have a winner. We have two winners now. So Savvy Minds and Wura. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Someone said hand. Yeah, Wura. So Savvy Minds and Wura. So very quickly, yeah, Wura redeemed herself because Wura actually got the other answer first. So Wura, you pick up Wura.
She did.
Good job, guys. Good job. Wow. Thank you so much for just coming to talk to us. Thank you for making this fun. We have to do this again. We'll do this again. We'll do this again very soon, no?
I think so. It's interesting. Yeah, we will.
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
So, guys, everybody, please tell Kemi-ing, please tell her thank you. Put up some likes, and make sure you guys go follow HC Health So please put up some likes for her. Thank you so much. So I'm seeing you guys, Wura and Savvy Minds. I'm going to see you at Africa Next because that's my panel. I'm moderating. So welcome to the panel. It's going to be a nice, innovative, really mind-blowing experience, and I hope you will get your tickets worth. Thank you guys so much for following us. Thank you for coming on this live session. We have many more to come because I love working with Hasty Health, and just I'm going to be part of their, yeah. So I'm part staff of Hasty Health somehow, but they're not paying me. But I'm part staff. But it's okay.
Thank you.
Candy, thank you so much. Thank you so
much.
much. Have a very good day. Bye. Thank you guys.
Bye. Bye, everyone.